Welcome, welcome, welcome to our absolutely wonderful magical book. Today we are on day 12. So let's read this chapter Magical People Who Made a Difference. So, a lot of us have magical people in our lives who make a difference. So, if you look at an album in front of you, it's got three pictures. So, let's understand what is this all about. So it says very clearly that Albert Schweitzer, who was in 1875, he was born in 1875, who crossed over in 1965, a Nobel Peace Prize winning medical missionary and philosopher, he said, at times our own light goes out and is rekindled by a spark from another person. Each one of us has cause to think with deep gratitude of those who have lighted the flame within us. So definitely this is all about that. There's many people in our life who help us, who ignite us when we're kind of lost. It's about those people today. Let's understand the chapter and its summary and its meaning. Every one of us has received help, support, or guidance from other people at particular times in our life when we needed it most. Sometimes another person alters the course of our life through their encouragement, guidance, or just being there at the right time. And then life goes on. And we tend to forget those times when one person touched us or changed our life. Sometimes you don't even realize an impact a person has on you until well into the future. When you look back into your life and realize that a particular person was pivotal in magically changing the direction of your life for the better, that's when it sometimes hits us that this was very important for us. The person may have been a teacher, a coach, an aunt, an uncle, a sibling, a grandparent, or any family member. They may have been a doctor, a nurse, or a best friend. They may have been the person who introduced you to your current partner or to a particular interest that became one of your greatest passions. Maybe they were someone you didn't even know, and they appeared in your life very briefly, performing a random act of kindness to touch you to the core. My grandmother gave me my love for books, cooking, and the countryside. By sharing her love of those things with me, all of them have affected and changed the course of my life. Cooking became a passion of mine for over 20 years. My love of books eventually led me to becoming a writer. And my love of the countryside has influenced where I have lived throughout my life. My grandmother also disciplined me with a steel hand to say thank you. At the time, I thought she was just teaching me to be polite. It was only later in my life that I realized that teaching me to say the magic words was the greatest gift my grandmother ever gave me. She's not alive anymore, but I continue to be grateful to her for the huge influence she had on the course of my life. Thank you, Grandma. Today, you're going to think about the magical people who have impacted your life. Find a quiet place alone or sometime during the day today, sit down and think of three extraordinary people who have made a difference in your life. Once you have your three people, work with one person at one time and talk aloud to each person as though they were present right before you in person, telling him or her the reasons why you're grateful to them and how they affected the course of your life. Make sure you write down the names of these people and tell them how they have impacted your life. When you do this, you will realize that the magical people who have impacted your life are not just people, they are people who have changed the course of your life. So make sure you do this magical practice with all the 3 people in one session, because it will take your feeling of gratitude to a far deeper level. If you split up this magical practice throughout the day, you will not feel the same depth of gratitude nor receive the magical results. Here's an example of what you might say. Sarah, I want to thank you for the time that you encouraged me to follow my heart. I was lost and confused that day, and your words touched me and lifted me out of despair. Because of what you said, I found the courage to follow my dream, and I moved to France to work as an apprentice chef. I am living my dream, and I couldn't be happier. All because of what you said to me that day. Thank you, Sarah. It's very grateful, and it's very important that you say the reasons why you're grateful. And if you can't say too much, instead, the more you say and the more you feel, the more amazing the results. You will see the magic explode into your life from doing this practice. It numbers among the most powerful acts of gratitude you can ever perform. If you're not in a position to talk out loud, then you can write down your words to each person and address them as though you're writing a letter. When you have completed this practice, you will feel feelings of gratitude. Gratitude's power working is always the first and foremost. It makes you happy. The secondary evidence of gratitude's power is that you attract wonderful things. And as if all of that wasn't enough, the happiness you feel after practicing gratitude also attracts more wonderful things, which will make you even more happier. Now, that's the magic of life, and that's the magical power of gratitude. So let's read the magical practice number 12. Magical people who made a difference. Number 1, as every day, count your blessings, make a list of 10 blessings, write why you're grateful, reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Number 2, find a quiet place alone sometime during today and make a list of 3 people who made a difference in your life. Number 3, work through the list one person at a time, and while talking out loud, tell each person the reason you're grateful for them, exactly how they affected the course of your life. Just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you for the best thing that happened during the day. So in this practice, all we have to do is look at the picture and have a conversation with the person as if the person is sitting in front of us. Remember, it's a picture and not the person live. And we just have to tell the person how grateful we are, why we are, and what difference has the person made in our life. And if we do this one by one, all 3 together in one go, we're intensifying our gratitude, and it's really going to make